Friends, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Austin, and my hope and my intention that these next 4 episodes will help equip and empower you to navigate with clarity how to engage with social media. Not only on your own platforms, but how you take the information coming at you. In Matthew 10, Jesus sends out the disciples and he commands them to be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. And I'm pumped at the church growing in our wisdom and our innocence as we navigate social media. These 4 episodes are going to be about purpose, distraction, the rules of engagement, and ideology that's void of relationship. So sit back, enjoy. At the end of every episode, there will be some processing questions that I'd strongly encourage you to take 5 minutes and just think them through and give the Holy Spirit room to speak to your heart. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Today, I want to talk about purpose. Okay, can all y'all say purpose? Good. Purpose. But there's 2 parts of this that I want to hit. The first one is your purpose. Okay, what does it mean for you to have a Facebook platform? Who gave it to you? Where did it come from? It's just all of a sudden I have this phone and I can jump on and essentially I have a worldwide platform. Okay, so I post something online and let's say I tag someone or I use a hashtag. Essentially, I'm putting this thing out there and it's like I'm tagging this person, so it's like, hey, I'm sharing this or I'm tagging you this post because I think you might like it. And it's like we're having this conversation, but get this, it's front of the entire world. Anyone on the internet can find that and take part in your conversation with this person and do anything they want with it. And so it is really imperative. The foundational piece I want to equip you guys with engaging online is this: your purpose. What is it? How does it work? What does it look like? What's the end goal? Specifically, I was reading in Proverbs 29:17 this morning, and it says, without revelation, or without vision, or without understanding, people perish, or they throw off restraint, or they cast off all sense of purpose. And so I want to ask you that question as you're thinking through your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your Parler, your Facebook, whatever it is that you use. Ask yourself, what is my purpose? Second question that I need you to ask is, what is their purpose? Okay? Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about whoever it is whose information you're consuming online. What's their purpose? Understanding that is what we as men and women of God, people with the mind of Christ, we have to understand what is coming at us, and not just the information, but what's behind the information. Okay, so that's what we're going to get at today. It shouldn't be too long, but the first question, again, what is your purpose? Okay, there's a lot of reasons. I remember getting on Facebook, I think in like 2007, when it was only available per colleges, and only certain colleges actually had Facebook. And so I went to a school that endorsed Facebook, so like before there was a cajillion users, it was just for university students. Okay, and I got on there and my purpose was friends. Okay, I was a military kid and I was all over the world growing up, and when I got on Facebook, the first thing I started finding was all of these friends that I played soccer with, that I messed around outside with at whatever base we lived at, all over the world. They were in different universities, they're doing these different, and so we'd send them a message, be like, hey, haven't seen you in a zillion years. What are you doing? Oh, I'm in law school. I'm at Houston University. I'm at Christopher Newport, whatever. And it was incredible because I got connected to all these people. And social media, it gives us connection to the whole world. And so if your desire is to connect with friends, to see friends, to stay in touch, to watch people's lives, that's great. What about business? Man, this marker. Business. Okay? Online, you can make tons of money selling products, advertising, writing, speaking, all of these different things. And so I know a lot of people that use social media for business, which is great. And if that's clear on the front end, fantastic. Now, what about our purpose being because I'm bored? Now, none of us would say that, but when we don't have a purpose, and all of a sudden we have this device that we can just open up to and connect to any information or anything all over the world, what happens is we stop throwing off restraint. And we're just like, oh, whatever, it's just an hour. Oh, whatever, it's just a YouTube black hole of cats. You know, I was on Facebook the other day and I started following this ping pong page. You know, I liked it or whatever. And so now on my feed, I get these incredible ping pong matches that are like cut up so you miss, like in between the points, they like cut it. So I only have this like 15-minute video of these two guys' professional ping pong match, and I'm just like mesmerized. Which is fine. If you're online to learn about ping pong, praise God, do it. There's a lot of awesome stuff out there about ping pong or frisbee golf or how to fix a car or how to change oil or how to build something. All of which is great if your purpose is clear. We have got to understand our purpose if we are going to step into this information world, this social media net that has unbelievable access, but without purpose, without vision, without understanding, we'll step into it and essentially get sucked into it, where it's no longer actually helping us live with purpose. Okay, the second thing we have to understand is, what is the purpose of the information that I'm consuming? Okay, now we can't always know this information, but Donald Trump in his presidency, he really brought on this thing called fake news. Okay, and it's almost become a social term. Oh, that's fake news. And regardless of the information coming at you, if it's true or not, there's different ways that we can figure that out. But really what we have to understand is, what is the purpose behind the information? Okay, so take news for example. Okay, I would suggest that you don't read a newspaper anymore. I don't read a newspaper anymore. I used to. So what does someone like a New York Times, a Washington Post, a Denver Post, whatever your local newspaper is, what do they do when people stop reading their product? Well, the product has changed with the information age, with social media, with this thing that we have in our pockets. Okay, and the product all of a sudden is not a newspaper, but they're actually trying to make money online. How do they make money online? With your attention. They get Nike or whoever to be like, hey, we're getting 1,000 people into our website reading our news, and we will let you put your banner, on the articles, and if you give us $1 million. And so over here they have this business transaction, and we have to understand that their purpose is our attention. And they're trying to draw us in so they can make money off of our intention to make money with advertisements. Okay? So, understanding that is a big deal with this whole idea of fake news. Because if we understand the purpose of the information that we're taking in, then we can filter it and actually apply ourselves as we're using social media. What I mean by that is, people online will use headings, or they'll use these shocking tags to try and grab your attention. And it'll be things like, dude gets destroyed by an alligator. And you're like, whoa, I wonder what that was about. And then you click the link, and it's this story of this guy in Florida who called up animal protection because there's an 8-foot alligator that like came on his yard. It's like, what? Destroyed? Like, no, it's just a big alligator, which is awesome. But you see, what happened is they just grabbed your attention and your time to tell an advertiser, hey, I got people coming in, so they could give you some information that did nothing. Does that make sense? And so understanding the purpose of what is informing you online, what is behind the link, what is behind that person. Okay, another thing that's common right now is independent YouTubers, okay, where they're maybe sharing information, or they're trying to put out these funny videos to, you know, grab the attention. Let's say you're in middle school or high school and you get on YouTube and there's this dude making hilarious videos of people falling down. Okay, well, it's hilarious. I'm a 17-year-old boy. Of course I'm gonna watch some dude, you know, getting owned on a skateboard or getting rocked in the face or whatever. And then it's like this, you know, 2-minute compilation of just like 20 people totally getting wrecked by whatever wall they run into, which is great. But understanding that that person making that video, their purpose is to steal my attention so that they can sell that attention to some advertisement or something out there. Okay, which is a big deal for you to function with social media with your purpose. You have to understand their purpose. If your purpose is to connect with your friends and to see how they're doing, then understand lurking on the side of the feed or lurking with the next recommended video is shock and awe looking for your attention. If your use of social media is to do business, then understanding there's competing businesses trying to convince you that your business needs this so that they can get your attention and all your business to sell to someone else. It's fine, it's not right or wrong, but we have to understand what's behind the information that we're taking in. Okay, another thing is, well, we'll leave it right there. Okay, so that's my 2 cents to cap this video off, to be able to navigate social media and this incredible thing that we have in our hands, that the world is evolving with. We have to have purpose and clarity. So if you're a young person, middle school, high school, even in your early 20s, and you've just always had Instagram and you don't know why, I would suggest social media is actually a destructive force in your life. Okay, if you're older and you got on social media to connect with, you know, people, and then now it's like I'm just caught up in this crazy information that like I'm trying to filter as true, or it's causing rage inside of me, then I would suggest social media is not serving you. If you're just some working dad or mom or at home and you find yourself just scrolling, looking through the feed, looking at the information, being shocked, laughing at some of the headlines, laughing at how ridiculous some of it is, all that's happening is you're getting played by the information world because they've got your attention. Okay? So if you don't have purpose, social media will not serve you. Alright, so friends, to wrap this up, get purpose. If it's to collect information, great. If it's to connect with your friends, great. If it's to do business, great. If it's to be bored, you need to watch the next video because we'll be talking about some boredom. Alright fam, it's good to see you. I am thankful that we get to bring all of ourselves and use this tool for the glory of God. So let's get that bread. We'll see you around.